What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Man Like Tats and I'm back again with another video. Guys, it's been a while since I've done a story time. You know what I mean? And I know you guys like the story times. It's a little bit of a treat. You know, when I give you a story time, it's because you guys are doing well. You know? You're liking the videos. You're watching the videos. You're subscribing. Here's a little treat for you, from me to you. We just hit 4K. Appreciate you guys so much for 4K. You know, this wouldn't be possible if it wasn't for you guys. Obviously, you guys give me the motivation to keep posting videos, and yeah, you know, I'm happy to be making these videos for you. But let's get into the story time.
I got black, I got white, what you want? Hop outside a ghost and hop up in a fan.
And as you can tell by the title, today's gonna be the story time of where I got catfished. And you may be asking yourself, Tatenda, how can you, how can man like get catfished? Man like catfish. And for those of you that don't know what catfish means, it basically means when you're talking to someone, they show you these pictures of them, you meet them in person, and it's a different story. It's a different human being. The person you saw is not the person you see. You know what I mean? But look, let's get into the story time, man. Alright, let me give you guys some backstory, man. So I'm 15, this girl's like 18. She's finished school, I'm still in school. I'm like in year 10 maybe? Year 10, I was turning 16. Actually, no, I was 16 at the time. I was 16 at the time. No, I was 15 at the time, turning 16 the following year. So I was 15, this girl was 18, and you know, how did I meet her? I think I met her off like Instagram or something like that. You know how you can just like, you look on someone's tagged pictures and you see someone, you know? I met her off that and she was looking bang. You know what I mean? I'm not lying. If she wasn't looking bang, I wouldn't say it. But she was looking good. So, you know, I followed her, hit her up. Her name was, what was her name? I will just call her Taylor from now on. Her name was Taylor. So look, I was 15, she was 18, her name is Taylor. And you know, we used to live like really like close to each other. I think like 2 minutes away. Cause I lived down north and she was already north. And yeah, that's basically the background information that you guys need to know. So basically, when I hit this girl up, you know, I was 15, she was like 18. I wasn't really, you know, thinking much of it. I was just hitting her up because, you know, horny. Hit her up saying, I think I was something like, I wish I had the receipts here, but I don't. But I was something like, hey, I think you look really good or something like that. What's your Snapchat? You know, if you guys saw the video that I made before about how to get a girl Snapchat, I used the technique and it worked. She's like, hey, you're really good looking too and that. And I think she was lying because back then I was hideous. When you see the photos of me back then, you would think to yourself, why is this girl lying? Why is she lying to me? But look, yeah, she said that, you know, we added each other on Snapchat and that. We were talking for a good 2 to 3 weeks. I'm pretty sure we talked from like August to September. That's pretty important because you would know why later in the video. But we talked from like August to September. So the first 2 weeks, we were talking, it was going well, you know. We were just talking on some like normal stuff, like everyday talking about family, talking about hobbies and stuff like that. Just the normal, you know, the normal things you talk about when you're first trying to meet and get to know a girl, right? You man them out there, or you females out there talking to the guys and that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, we were doing that. It was going well. You know, I hadn't really asked for what she looked like because I'd seen it on the Instagram pics. But you know, on Snapchat, you wanna send snaps and that. So here's me sending snaps. I was sending snaps like these ones, yeah.
She want me.
I was sending snaps like that, but she wasn't really sending much. She was sending the corner of her eye. And if you know, them people that send the corner of the eye, they're either hideous or they just don't want to show their face. Now, for me, I just took it as maybe she just doesn't want to show her face, you know what I mean? Not everyone wants to show their face on social media, and that's fine. Everybody has their bad days. Trust me, I've had my bad days. But look, it started getting suspicious because, you know, you would think that you would start to get comfortable with someone the longer you guys talked, right? And we'd be talking for like, sorry I spat, we've been talking for like 2 to 3 weeks by now, and you know, she still hadn't really sent pictures of her face. And this one day I'm kind of like, hey, like, I don't know why you're not sending me pictures of your face, but you know, we've been talking for so long. I think that, you know, you should be sending, you don't have to, but like, I would like it if you sent pictures of your face because I want to see you. because at this point we hadn't met up yet or anything like that. So the only thing I could go off on was the Instagram pictures, right? And keep in mind, she hadn't posted in like 3 years. So I was kind of confused. I'm like, so you started posting when Instagram came out? What's going on? So if she hadn't posted on Instagram, I wanted to see her face. I asked her, hey, can you know, just send me a picture of yourself? And she didn't. She sent a picture of herself. Well, I thought it was her, but she didn't send it as a snap. She sent it as like an actual picture, but the picture looked pixelated. I'm thinking, what? How? How are you? We're in 2019 or 18. Why is the picture pixelated? What phone do you have? You know what I mean? Obviously, not everybody has an iPhone, but Androids, I'm pretty sure, have upgraded and they don't look like that. So why are you sending me pictures that are pixelated and that look like they've been taken from 2015, man? You know, and I didn't really think much of it because I was a flipping idiot. I'm 15, talking to this older girl. I'm thinking to myself, yeah, I'm the man. I'm the man. I'm not the man. You know, I'm not. I wasn't man like Tats. I was boy like Tats. I got paid, boy. Oh my god. But yeah, she sent me the picture. I didn't really think much of it. I was just looking at those pictures thinking, damn, man, she's too fine, man. She's too fine, man. Looking at these pixelated pictures thinking, yeah, that's my girl, man. Are you serious? So, you know, over time I started to, cause like I started to ask my friends, like, I was like, yeah, how good looking is my girl, you know? I was telling them pictures like this. I was like, look, my girl, it's my girl. They're like this. They're asking me, why does the picture look like it got taken from Google? You know? And I'm like, dude, it's her. And they're like, bro, you have to ask her to send a real snap. And I'm like, yeah, I know, man, but she just doesn't want to. I don't know why. So I ask her, can you please just send me a Snapchat of yourself? You know, because, you know, these pictures that you're getting off your camera roll, they're not gonna cut it. I'm not an idiot. Over a week or so of asking, she finally sent me a picture, an actual snap, but it wasn't of her face. It was just like half her head, man. It was like legitimately half her head. And like, I'm seeing half her head and you know, she didn't send one of those, the ones with the timer. She sent a snap that you can get off it whenever you want. So I'm looking at it like this. Why does it look different? I'm trying to put two pictures together because I previously saved the other picture that she sent me from her camera roll. And I'm like, pretty sure I don't need glasses to tell that that's a whole different picture. I'm sure. And I confront her about it because I'm like, why is this a different picture? And she's like, oh.
Like, you know, my skin's breaking out, like, those photos I sent you from ages ago.
Then send me a picture of you now. You know what I mean? And she's like, nah, I don't want to do that, I look ugly right now. So you're telling me you look ugly all the time. Every time I've asked you, you said the same thing, babes. Babes, it's a pattern. It's a pattern, I've noticed it. Babes. And she never really sent me a picture of her face. I let people know when the show was around. So pretty sure every Australian state, if you're not from Australia, you don't know what the show is. So there's like the Adelaide show, the Sydney show. It's basically this thing that comes around August, September, November. It's like a festival, rides, show bags, all that, you know. If you know, you know. But yeah, so that was coming up, and you know how I told you we were talking from August to September. So September was coming up, and the show was about to start, right? And like, we'd still been talking, and she's like, oh, are you going to the show? I'm like, yeah, I'm going to the show. And she's like, oh, I'll be there this day. And I was like, yeah, I'll be there that day as well. We should meet up or something like that. She's like, yeah, for sure. With confidence. She said it for sure with confidence. With confidence, mind you. And I'm thinking, it's Saturday. I'm about to meet up with a girl. My boys are like, Tatenda, come to the show with us. And I'm telling them, no, I've got a date. I have a date. Don't chat to me. Okay? She's like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, cool. So the day rolls around, and I'm pretty sure, I didn't know what time exactly she was trying to get there, and she didn't know what time I was getting there. All we knew that we were gonna be there. We were probably gonna meet up at some time there, but we didn't really talk that day, like the morning leading up to it, because usually if you're going to the show, you'd go around like 12 or something like that, and you'd be there for the rest of the day, right? And we didn't really talk in that morning. She's saying, yeah, we didn't really talk in that morning, right? So me, I was getting ready. I left my house around 10, and the train was coming around 10:45. And I live pretty close to the train, but usually the times were dodgy. If you know Adelaide Metro, the times are dodgy. So I left a bit earlier. Oh my god. Guys, this is where it started to go bad. This is where it got sour. So it started to get sour when I left the house, and then I had white, if you know Hirachis, I had the Hirachis because that's all I wore back then. I stepped in dirt. Now that was the first indicator that this day is not gonna go as planned. This day is not gonna go as planned. I stepped in dirt and I said, wow, my white shoes gone. My white shoes started to look like this. Gone. Now, cause I wasn't too far from home, so I just went home quickly, ran, and tried to get a towel just to wipe it off a little bit so it didn't look too bad. Cause I'm not trying to go to the show looking like I just came from the war. That was the first indication that this day might go bad. This day might not be as it was planned. So I leave home and I'm like, okay, cool. Let's start again. I walk to the train station, and you know, the walk to the train station for me, there's either the long way, which is the roadway, or you can take a shortcut, which is through the bushes. Now, if you know the bushes, you know that there's these spiky things that stick to your socks or to your shoe. They're like yellowish and they're prickly. If you know what I mean, you know what I mean. Those are horrible. So I started to get them. I'm picking them stuff out of my socks. The people in the train like going the opposite way to where I was supposed to go, looking at me pick something out of my feet. I'm looking like a whole mess, man. I'm trying to run through the bushes because it hurts so bad. And I get to the train station. Now, I'm sitting at the train station. Right, I'm sitting at the train station on my phone waiting for the train to come. And I hear it. Choo choo. Meanwhile, I said to Taylor, hey Taylor, are you there? Yeah, and she's like, nah, I'm on my way now. I'm on the train now. Keep in mind, choo choo. Taylor's on that train. Taylor's on that train. Now me, I didn't know that. But she's on the train. And when the train comes, I try to open the door. I push the button for the door to open. I'm pushing it. This is the button. I'm pushing it. It's not opening. All I hear is this. You know when the train's about to take off, you hear going. And in the corner of my eye, I see Taylor. Oh my god. When I tell you that I put all those 3 pictures together in my head and I looked at her, because you can tell, even if someone's trying to catfish you, you can kind of tell when you see them or not. I'm telling you, this was a whole different person. I see her, oh my god, bro. We look at each other directly in the eyes as the train is going. I'm thinking to myself, what the heck is that? Now, I'm not trying to be mean or anything, but don't send me pictures of you looking pain, and then when I see you in person, you look hideous. Dude, I'm thinking to myself, oh my god. Now keep in mind, back then when I was younger, I used to talk to anything. And you may be running into yourself, what do you mean by anything? I used to talk to anything. Anything. But this one was different. She messaged me after that saying, oh my god, was that you trying to get into the train? I'm blocking you. I didn't reply. I straight blocked her. I was traumatized, bro. I'm sitting down on the thing waiting for the next train like this. I'm about to have a panic attack. My heart's racing at about 200 beats per second, man. My temperature was skyrocket. And it wasn't coming down. I'm out here sweating. I'm sweating right now thinking about it because it was a horrible experience, man. Horrible. Oh my god. And to think that, you know, I was about to like go and take this girl on dates and stuff. I'm not serious. That day I found out that I wasn't serious. That day I knew I wasn't serious. I knew from then I wasn't serious. And I knew from then to always ask for ID, to always for them to at least send 3 pictures from different angles, and for them to at least meet me once, or I'll say, oh yeah, let's meet up here. And before I get out the car, I'll look around and be like, yeah, okay, it's the girl. It's the person that's been sending me the pictures. Because from that day on, I said to myself, to Tender, you will never let this happen to yourself. If you went to the show with her and you met up and people saw you together with her, you would have been embarrassed. I could have been a victim. I could have actually been a victim, because that girl was so much older than me. 3 years. What is she doing talking to a 15-year-old? Huh? What are you doing? And I told her I was 15. It wasn't like I was trying to do any of that things where it's like, I'm not 15, I'm 24. No, because I look like a baby, and I was hideous, as I told you before. That was the time where I got catfished. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I'm actually getting mad about it now, so I don't want to continue. Well, that's basically the end of the story, because I blocked her. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, and share this video to your friends. Oh my god. Guys, don't be like me. Don't get catfished. Catfish like tats. Nice. I'll catch you guys later. It's been Man Like Tats, and I'm out. Peace.